Hey, what's up, everybody? So, in previous videos, I've done a lot of episode 4 kind of deals to get everyone ready. With episode 4 coming, well, tomorrow, I want to do one more video before I start focusing on just a few other things and then move on to episode 5, which I foresee going to take a while to do. So, anyway, this will be the last kind of episode 4 intro guide before I do other videos. Just real quick, there's so much to episode 4, so I know I've missed a lot, but that's okay because there's a lot that you'll be able to discover, and then I will still do a future videos of just a few things of some episode 4 things that either I've missed, maybe it wasn't important enough to throw into a video, such like that. So first thing I want to show will be the bridge. Now the bridge is something that you will be exploring in episode 5 as well as 6, so I don't think there'll be anything really spoilery related, even though I'm on episode 6 right now. So, just a little heads up right there. Again, I'm at a point of episode 6 where there's nothing in the outside of the bridge that'll give you away any spoilers. So, let's go into the bridge. Now, this will take a little bit just to get into the bridge. Like I said, depending on your rig. Mine's not the best rig, so it doesn't really matter to me anyway. Bridge is pretty small, so here we go. So, when you load to the bridge, again, depending on the episode you're on, there's certain things that'll be going on right now. As per my story, Ziria is the admin right now. She first becomes your admin episode 5, and that's all I'll say about that right there. So, as you can see the outside of pretty much the top of the ship. So, of course, you get the other ships where presumably we all, of course, the other ships live. Now, real quick before I go into the rest of this video, I've noticed that there's 3 extra ships that haven't been up, and then they're organized in such a weird way. So hopefully we'll get those other 3 ships for people, especially for Steam players, because there's going to be a lot of new players, even more so when Windows 10 came along. But with, a correctly working launcher, should be a lot more people playing the game. Instead of people playing it, launcher sucks, and then they can't play anymore. So immediately when you enter the bridge, of course you get storage and shop access and other stuff like that. Pretty much typical where you can find anywhere on the ship. But depending on the episode where you are in the story, you'll have different NPCs. So for right now, I just have Matoi right now and then Ziria. But in episode 4, you'll get, well, I'm not going to say their names for spoilers, but after a certain point in episode 4, you're going to have about 3 to 4 extra people, including Matoi. So, of course, she's going to give you some story stuff. So, yeah, I may just skip this. I didn't realize this was going to happen. I may just skip it anyway. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and skip it. Because, yeah, it's just some small story stuff, but it's still episode 6 stuff. And I don't want to spoil that for anybody. I can go back and rewatch that later if I wanted to. So, I guess whatever happened. Okay, there you go. So, in episode 4, years ago when it first came out, they introduced something called the matterboard. The matterboard was just another way to progress the story, but also they kind of forced you to watch the side stuff. But the offset was the side stuff gave you some really cool stuff. Gave you cool weapons, gave you cool armor, gave you star gems and stuff like that. But as that happened, people weren't really too happy about it. They didn't want to be forced to watch the side stuff. They just want to stick with story and then be done with it, which is fair. So they removed the matterboard, and then what happened with me, I think I can access it from here. Yeah, so what happened with me was, for my episode 4, for everything that was supposed to have been done with the game, it was not completed. So as you can see, I'm completed up to a certain spot. Okay, so up to right here. So I had episode 4 completed. I still have the rewards for episode 4 and blah blah blah. But like, as you can see with the sub story is, yeah, I've done a lot of them because of the fact that the matterboard was integrated with the story stuff. So you can get more rewards for doing other stuff versus just doing, whatever. See, 3,000 experience points, tickets, and stuff like that. So they gave you really cool stuff for completing this. but they rather just say, you know what, let's just stick it to soy stuff and let people do it if they want to do it, not just to force them to do it. But yeah, this is pretty much, like I said, there's a lot more to this that was already completed for me. And then there's one, the beginning to episode 4 is confusing. And if you're a Japanese voice playing like me, you're going to have some cringe moments. So you've been warned. So let me go ahead and just show you a few other things real quick. I'm just going to jump over to another screen and I'll show you there. So hang tight. Okay, lastly, just to wrap this up, my last little episode 4 video, the Summoner Trainer PSO actually plays a very important part in episode 4 story. And they just did a scratch of all the outfits for the male version, the female version, etc, etc. So if you play Summoner very religiously, and that's one of your favorite classes, take solace in the fact that that Summoner episode 4 is really good. So there's a lot of sub missions that I showed you. It's the same for the other 3 episodes, especially episode 2 and then announced Braver. You know, just introduction to the class, you know, the NPCs that are more involved with Braver and stuff like that. And, you know, just some side little missions, just with the history of Summoner that you should probably take a good listen to. Really good, too. They did a really good job with Phantom. And, of course, the Phantom one is over here, but that's for a very, very, very future video. And then Stratos right there, of course, is for Hero, which we'll be getting in a few months or so. Just real quick, I don't know when episode 5 is going to be here. It'll likely be either September or October, and that's the last of Q3. A lot of people were saying September. We don't know. We've got 2 months of Q3 left. It could be September, and that would be great. But we've got 2 more months left, pretty much, of Q3, and then Q4, of course, starts around November. And then that's when we'll get November, December is when we'll get episode 6 and stuff like that. So here she is right here, and then she just talks about Hero and stuff like that. But again, I'm going to actually be doing a video on this very soon, because after I'm done with episode 4 stuff, gotta make episode 5 stuff, right? So I will make this type of video maybe starting next week, maybe. I'm going to take a couple of days after this video to get some more missed content for episode 4 that I missed. Most likely we'll talk about some of the urgent quests, which I've already done, but I believe the first urgent quest we'll get for episode 4 will be Battleship Yamato. So hope this video helps you out, guys, about, you know, just the bridge and some extra story stuff. So enjoy episode 4, guys. It'll be here tomorrow. So we've got maintenance today. It starts at the usual time, and then we log in. Yeah, no more boring episodes 1 through 3, because I can guarantee you right now, this pre-75 stuff is just boring. it's been very boring, but now we're about to have some good content. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like my content, just be sure to subscribe and then like this video, and I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.